Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you spending some of your precious time with me. I know we all are really busy, and I really do appreciate that you guys are taking some time out of your day to spend with me here in my craft room. This is part 2 of Project Life Week 11. My last video for part 1 for week 11 was running a little bit long, so I decided to cut it short. I didn't want to bore you guys too much. It would have been a really long video. So yeah, I decided to cut it into 2 parts, and I did say also in that video that I would be posting part 2 later that week. And I'm so sorry I didn't get this out to you guys sooner. I just haven't really been feeling that great the past couple weeks. But hopefully I am on the mend and getting better, and that won't happen again. So in this video, I'm actually not even working on like Project Life anymore. I am working on a more traditional scrapbook layout that will go into my hybrid Project Life / story album. I combined those two this year. So I'm just working on a traditional layout. This is a full page photo of my niece, or my great niece, playing with my Dorable collection. I am very much a kidult. I collect childish things, and Dorables is one of them. When she comes over, she loves to play with them. And I guess I'm not so much a collector because I play with them. I let her play with them. So they're not like going to be in pristine condition or anything. They're played with. But they're fun, and mostly I buy them not really to collect them. I guess I do collect them, but I'm very picky about which ones I collect. Like, I want certain characters, like the Winnie the Pooh characters. And anyway, I'm getting way off track. I use them as inspiration to draw. So that's mostly what I use them for. And then, of course, when she comes and visits, it's always fun to let her have at it. Yeah, she likes to play with those and my Lego sets. It's just fun to watch her play. I'm sure anybody with kids in their life can relate to that, especially if you have grown kids and they're out of the house and you've done your job, and then you get little kids back in your life again, and it's just, you get to relive all that over again. It's just so cool. Anyway, let's get back to talking about the project, since I assume that's why you're here, right? To watch me put this project together? And not listen to me drone on about Doorables or Lego sets or any of my other obsessions, or talk about how much fun I have watching kids play. I am doing a layout of her playing with my Doorables, and I added a little photo in the bottom right hand corner, and it's just kind of a close up of her hands, and the photo is backed with a mat to make it kind of pop out a little bit, and then I did put it on pop dots too, so it's sticking out from the page a little bit. And after I stuck down the title that says Doorables in the light pink foamy letters, the thickers, I decided that I just didn't like it enough. I needed more on the page, and I was thinking about adding to the title and things like that, but it just wasn't working out for me. So I decided that I'm going to reprint the photo with a little bit of the title actually printed onto the photo digitally in Photoshop. And side note, someone in my comments in the previous video asked me to show my photo editing process, and I likely will do that. I really like that idea. And so I will want to do that. I just have this, video all set up already, and so I could add it in, but I really just want to get this video out to you guys. So I will do that in a future video. I'm so sorry I keep getting off track, you guys. In case you didn't know, I do have ADHD and I am autistic, so I get off track really easy. Usually I get edited out, but I'm leaving it in this time just for fun, I guess. The voiceover. Um, so yeah, I'm printing out a new photo with part of the title on there. And when my niece is visiting us, she'll say, Auntie Kimmy, can I play with your doorables? And so that's basically what the title is going to be. So it's I'm reprinting it with the Auntie Kimmy, can I play with your, I think is on there also. And then I put doorables on there in another thicker design because I don't have any more of the letters of the thickers in the set that I had already used. So I printed it out and I am talking to you guys in the video. I just decided to do a voiceover after I watched it back because I'm talking really low in the video. I think I was getting pretty tired and fatigued at this point, and so when I do get tired, I start talking really low and you can barely hear me even though I turned the volume all the way up. So I'm trying to choose a different, thicker alphabet thicker to use. Thicker stickers. They're thickers, but they're stickers. Anyway, I'm trying to find another alphabet to use, and I decide to use these darker pink skinny ones. But they're so skinny that once you put them onto the photo, the background of the photo is a little bit too busy to really see them. So I end up getting a cork speech bubble from one of Ali Edwards' old sets. I think it was the awesome story kit from a year or two ago, just to pop that out on that really busy part of the photo. And I really like it. I end up going with it. And then I take it over to my sewing machine and first I poke holes. Yeah, I like to see exactly where the holes are going to be so I know like how far over the journaling needs to be. But the reason I decide to scoot everything over, all the letters over, is because it was just too close to her face. And I kind of wanted it to be a little bit away from her face so her face stands out a little bit more. But you saw me pour baby powder onto the photo because after I remove the stickers, they leave behind a sticky residue. And I want to get rid of that sticky residue. And the way you do that is you add baby powder and it's no longer sticky. You can still see the residue, especially when I tilt that, so you can still see the E and the S. It's very visible. But when you're looking at it straight on, it's not super visible and it's no longer tacky. So I'm thinking, what else do I want to add to this? Of course, a puffy heart sticker. And my puffy heart stickers, I swear, I should buy stock in that stuff. Oh, and I'm also looking for a question mark. At first, I don't see it. It's on there, but I don't see it for a little bit, and I'm looking and looking. But I do eventually find it and take it off and stick it on there, and then I go and run it through my sewing machine. And I didn't want to have to reprint that little photo that I had in the corner, so I'm just removing it from the previous layout. And I do that with my heat gun. The heat gun makes it a lot easier. It lifts the adhesive a little bit to make it removable. And re-sticking the sticky dots back down on there, the 3D sticky dots, to put it on the new layout. So this next part of the video is actually recorded at a different time. I think it's a couple weeks later. And I was getting a little tired of working on week 11. It was just, I had a lot of pictures. So I took a break from it, and this is actually a couple weeks later. So I am just going to let it play for now. And then if I need to do any voiceover, I will come back and do that. Enjoy! All right, guys. So I am still doing week 11. I did not complete it. I did complete week 12. I went on and did that one, but I never finished week 11. And so I still have a few things to do for week 11. Gosh, I've said week 11, what, 6 times in the video so far? So I'm going to work on that and finish it up. So hopefully you watched the previous video or two of week 11, because I had a lot of pictures for that week, and I didn't want to make my videos too long. So then, yeah, if you watch the previous videos, then you'll be caught up on my process for week 11. Let's do it. I have my March story by the month kits right here. And over here next to me, I have my unexpected kit, my EXO story kit, and my happy story kits. So I have 3 story kits over here to the side that I'm working my way through. And yeah, let's do it. That little frame, the little rainbow frame that I use there is from Studio Calico. I don't know what collection it is, but if you guys want to know, I can look it up. And then the little tiny flowers I'm using are from Seihin Designs. It's a digital kit, and I just print and cut those flowers out. Her kits lend very well to hybrid scrapbooking. She actually makes, with her kits, she actually includes a digital cut file, so it's really easy to do that type of stuff. Now I'm going to move on to these 2 long skinny horizontal photos, and I'm going through my letter sticker stash, just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I end up using that 3x4 journal card from the March Stories by the Month kit from Ali Edwards, and I cut the oval out and I stick it directly onto the page protector, right onto the plastic there. And then I end up using more florals from Seihin Designs that I print and cut. I use a lot of that particular, or those three particular florals right there. I use them all the time. You'll see them in a lot of my layouts. I love them. And I stick them right onto the oval, and then I pick another chipboard piece that says just this, and then I cover the little hole. There's a little hole there because it's actually like meant to be a tag, and you can put string through there or whatever you want. And I ended up putting an enamel dot on there just to finish that off. And then I stick it, when I stick it down onto the plastic, I just stick it onto the bottom pocket, because I want to leave that opening so I can still stick another photo in there for the flip side. And then I get a little chipboard asterisk piece, staple it onto the end of a label, and just write a little bit of journaling and then slide that behind. And now I'm going to work on this series of 5 photos of my dog, which if you saw the previous video, then you know what that series of photos is. It's actually really funny. If you haven't seen that video, I would go back and watch it just because, well, I'm biased, but I thought it was pretty funny. And I'm just trying to get those pictures kind of lined up and fit into that rectangle. When I was first editing and printing those photos, I blanked and thought I only had 4 photos, but I actually ended up having 5. So I kind of have to end up finagling the photos on there a little bit and overlap them a little bit to get them all to fit on there. I very easily could have reprinted them, but that's not something I wanted to do, and I thought it was kind of cute. Just overlapping anyway. And then I'm, measuring out the pocket really well and decide how I'm going to lay them out. I do want to put down some background paper and kind of make it fun, and it's its own kind of tiny little layout, long skinny little layout, almost like you're working in a mini book. So it ends up being pretty cute, I think. And oh my goodness, these are so old school, but do you guys remember those edge trimmers so you can make different shapes in your paper with the scissors? I those are like, I think they're about 25 years old, because I had those when my daughter was an infant and I was scrapbooking about her, and I would cut all my pictures out with like shaped edges, and I threw most of them away, but I did keep that one. That one is called a cloud, and then I kept another one called scallop, where it's just like that, they're just smaller. But oh my gosh, I can't believe I still have those. It just shows you how long I hold on to some supplies. Alright guys, so this is my finished week 11. I had my nieces here, my great nieces visiting, and I took a few pictures with them. Most of the time I just enjoy spending time with them and I kind of forget to take pictures, but I remembered to take a few. One of them likes to play with my little collection of doorables. She's the younger one, and she's really cuddly, so I took a picture of us cuddling on the couch and her playing with my doorables, my doorable collection. And here I just a close-up of her hands playing with the toys. I love those type of pictures. I try to take a lot of those pictures. I have quite a few pictures like that of my son putting Legos together and my husband doing stuff too, working on something. Or I love photos of hands. Hands are a very personal thing to people, and I just love getting photographs of them. I remember when I was in nursing school and we were looking at cadavers. Our instructor had their face and their hands covered because those are the most personal parts of the body. And really interesting. Anyway, you saw me put this page together in a previous video if you watched a previous video, and I still have to do my journaling here, but I really like the way that turned out. This is the first time I've ever done like a slit. I've done lots of hidden journaling, but I've never cut into the photograph to have hidden journaling. It's usually like this one where it's just hidden behind a photo. This one is hidden in the photo, which I think is pretty cool. And then for this one, I just put this right on top of the page protector because both of the pictures are basically of the same thing. They're just one with my son and one with my husband, and they were taken different times of the day, and we were just in the little journaling here. I just talk about how we played lots of Uno that day. Yeah, so that is week 11 completed, and this album is almost full. Once I put week 12 in here, it'll be pretty full. Maybe I'll do a flip through of all my layouts and photos in here, just for fun to watch it all together is kind of neat too. So anyway, that is all. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.